Welcome everyone to the press conference. It has become quite late, but here we are. Let's talk to our head coach, Vincent Kompany, after the game against Real Madrid. Let's start with your questions, please.
Can you come to the first row, yes, please?
In Spanish.
One question in Spanish.
Señor Kompany. Felicitaciones por la victoria. Le quería preguntar si no
Congrats on the win.
la sensación de que ha perdonado la vida al Real Madrid, porque su equipo ha tenido varios contragolpes en los que no ha conseguido, por así decirlo, hacer el tercer gol.
Do you think that you gave kind of a second life to Real Madrid because you could have scored a third goal, but in the end you conceded one and Madrid were quite lucky to score one?
No. We're happy with the result. It's a win, and any win in the Bernabeu in Madrid it's an important result. It's something that we can build on, and then we play at home the next game. So I think, of course, we have respect for the quality of Real Madrid. You saw the players as well. It's normal that they create some moments as well. They were incredibly dangerous at times, but most importantly, we stayed really dangerous as well. So the idea is when we go and play the next game at home, to try and go and win the game. I think I said it before. I think our team so far this season has earned the right to always go for the win because of how they've performed this season. So we have to try it again on next week. Thank you.
Dankeschön. Next one, yeah.
Hi, Vincent here, Eduardo Vidal for HSM Deportes. Another great performance by Manuel Neuer, and I want to ask you is, for you, Neuer is the best goalkeeper in football history.
You're going to get me in trouble with guys like Thibaut Courtois that I like very much as well, you know. So, look, everybody can have their own choice, but Manu is one of the very few. He's not just able to do it for a very long time, but for a very, very long time. And to still perform like he does now, I think it's that is something that not many goalkeepers, even the top ones, are able to do. So, but it's difficult. I see him every day. I don't know how he was to work with when he was 30, but still now I'm still impressed every day. So that's to show how much he's still able to be one of the top goalkeepers, and he's in a good phase at the moment, yeah.
Next one on the left side, please. Yeah, take the microphone.
Hi, Vincent. Congrats for the victory. Guillermo Rai for the Athletic. I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you heard Rudiger's quotes after the game. He said that Manuel Neuer was the best Bayern's player tonight. I don't know if you agree, but basically, what's your analysis on the performance? Thank you.
No, if he was the best player, then I'm also happy with that. It's not a problem. I think you need special performances always in at this level in these type of games, and you know, I think today we had also some chances to score more goals. So let's hope we continue this form next week, and let's hope that our strikers are the best players next week. That would also be okay for me.
Vielleicht daneben eine deutsche Frage. Christian Falk, bitte.
Another question on Manuel Neuer. He's 40 years old, and everybody is talking about him, and everybody asks themselves, how can you be in that form with 40 years old? And we still don't know what's going to happen after this season. Are you fighting for him to continue his career? I think this is a kind of question for the club and also for Manuel himself. It's a very personal question, actually. That's why I'm not going to say anything about that matter. But, of course, you've all seen what he did on the pitch, and that's the most important thing for us.
Ich habe es Ihnen auch letzte Woche gesagt, dass ich
I've already said it last week, that I had the feeling that he's in very good form. We needed him tonight. It was not just because of his age, and because he's a very experienced player. It's also because he's training so hard and he is working very hard during the week, so I'm not surprised. And of course, we need that kind of performance next week as well.
Hi, Vincent. Hi, here. Congratulations for the win. Dave Frank to Madrid-Real.com. If there is a team that is used to complete epic comebacks on the history of this competition, is Real Madrid. It is something that you and the team have on your mind, and even if the team is not on the best approach of his season, it is something that you have on your mind that Real Madrid can complete this comeback again?
Look, I think we've been very respectful of Real Madrid. All of us at Bayern Munich, I think we appreciate what kind of club it is, what kind of team it is, the players. So I think we do give them that respect. But then there is also what we are, Bayern Munich, and what it means to play at the Allianz Arena, and what it means for our players to go and compete again and try and win. So many things can be a factor in a game like this, but I think the most important for us is that we, if we play against the best team in the competition, then it's a better challenge to go and try and win against this team. So we're going to try again next week, but we know they have quality, of course.
Next one on the left side. Yes, hand sign, please.
Guten Abend, Herr Kompany. Edin Schosche von Real Total. Machen wir eine auf Deutsch.
One question in German.
Haben Sie nicht das Gefühl, dass Sie nach dem zweiten Tor die Chance verpasst haben?
Do you think that you missed quite a few chances after the second goal to score maybe another one? Because you were really the better team compared to Real Madrid for 20-25 minutes, so maybe you could have scored another one. No, I don't think so. I'm really happy with the result. Next week we will start from the scratch. It's going to be 0-0 in the very beginning of the game. So that's why I want to make a reset also in our minds. For me, the most important thing is that we are going to try to win the second leg as well. I'm happy with the result, but at the same time I know it's not over yet. And we need the same performance or even a better one next week. That was your 100th game as a Bayern manager. And your birthday is coming up. Are you really a happy person tonight? Is that what you expected from your team? So I have to separate those things. I'm happy about the performance, and I know it's not over yet. There's no big euphoria. Also, regarding the birthday, we have Madrid, St. Pauli and Madrid. So I'm not really thinking about my birthday. It's not the biggest priority that I have. You probably celebrated your birthday better than I will celebrate my birthday. For me, it's going to be easy if the boys make it work next week. Then I might have the feeling a little bit more, but at the moment I'm just focused.
Carlo Bianchi, Football Press. Vincent, good evening, first of all.
Good evening.
And you were a bit concerned, you in particular, or a few of your players, considering the bad experience of last season versus Inter Milan in the quarterfinals, or you were completely understanding that there was a possibility to eliminate Real Madrid?
No, I'm sorry for the German press. I've said this so many times, but I always have to go back to answering this question fully. So, you know, I try not to mix things. I know that the easy line is last year quarterfinals and this year quarterfinals. So do you have this in your back? My biggest thing this year is we have the whole squad available. And last year when we played against Inter Milan, we had 9 players that were not there. And we played well. We probably deserved we could have scored more goals than them, and we could have therefore still have a positive result in that game. It happened differently, but I try not to mix things, you know, like the reality is if I have 9 players out today for this game, it's a different game. If Real Madrid misses 9 players today for this game, it's a different game. So now both teams were fit, both squads were there. It's a good result, nothing is over. But also I think I've learned to just look forward. I actually don't care too much about what happened more than probably last 24 hours. Everything else, you know, you cannot change. Thank you.
Okay, danke Vinny. Thanks all. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah.